Absolutely beautiful day today. We are on, this is Friday. Oh, I don't know what the date is. I love being retired. We're in like the second week of August 2020. Weather's great. Humidity's quite a bit lower today, a lot more acceptable anyway. And now it's supposed to get a little hot over the weekend. But if you're down at the park, you just jump in that lake, you're going to feel great. So we're talking about Knights Beach, that park. Kind of a question, going through all my notes, and so here comes a question that I've got, and I don't know. I apologize if I brought it up before, but what the heck. Now you go down to the park on a day like this, your first time visiting there. And you take a look at the trailers that are for sale. You're going down thinking about, you don't own a trailer, you don't haven't been in a park before, or maybe it's been years. So you go down, have a look, and you see a couple of these trailers for sale. And the beach is great and beautiful and all that. And of course, on a day like this, you fall in love with it all. So Marlene takes you around a little tour, shows you some of the stuff that's for sale. So she shows you a trailer. Let's even say it's on the waterfront. Doesn't have to be, but let's say it's down by the water. It's got this beautiful large deck. Deck overhangs out to the beach level. Now, of course, in 2020, she's not going to be showing you any decks that overhang because they all fell into the lake last winter. But let's say it was last year. Or it's this year. The deck maybe doesn't hang into the lake, but or hang over the beach. I mean, not hang the lake, sorry. But it doesn't hang out or cantilever out over across the beach, but it's really close to the beach. It's big. It's got a trellis on it. Over at the other end, there's a great big garden shed. Store all your stuff there. Store your outdoor lawn furniture. There's an attic room on the trailer. You go inside, you take a look, and it's let's say it's a standard park model, just a typical park model trailer with, let's say, 2 bedrooms or 1 bedroom and a convertible living room. But this one's got an attic room put onto it, so there's an extra sleeping space or storage or whatever you want to use it for, an extra living room. So that's great. That's really cool. So you got this big deck. There's beautiful patio stones walking up to that porch from your parking spot. You got some nice trees planted and gardens planted and so on and so forth. So there you go, patio stone walkway, the big shed, the great big deck, unobstructed view of the lake, and the attic room, and the nice trellis. Maybe it's got a screened-in porch area as well. Wow, this is gorgeous. So, she gives you all the dollar facts, what it's going to cost to buy it, what it's going to cost to rent the land, and so on. The infamous impact fee that you'll pay, and so on. So if you go back to my most popular video, which is the most expensive park in Ontario, you will review all that stuff in there, why it's so expensive. And if you look at my other video on the so-called landing fee or impact fee, one and the same, you'll realize that that's just a made-up story as well. But that's not what we're talking about today. What I'm asking is, when you walk up and you see this and she wants X number of dollars, doesn't matter what the price is, X number of dollars to buy this. She's the broker. She's not the person selling. It's the owner of the trailer that is selling. But Knights Beach Resort is acting as the broker. Just like your Remax agent or your Royal LePage agent. They're acting as the broker. And therefore you expect them to be acting in good faith. So she walks around and she shows you all the stuff and she says, wow, look at this nice big shed. And look at this nice big deck. And this beautifully furnished, and it's very Muskoka Beach-like or beachfront fantasy or whatever bullshit she comes up with. And you say to yourself, you know what? I like this. I think I'm going to buy it. And after you own it, you find out that the deck was not built with a building permit and it doesn't meet building requirements. and it has to be torn down. And you find out that the shed is bigger than the rules of the park allow, and that has to come out. The patio stones have to come out. The attic room breaks all the rules. It has to come out. Let's just say they don't come after you and tell you to remove all that stuff in 2020. We'll speculate. I'll speculate. Maybe they're going to do it down the road. But let's pass on that for just a moment. What they brokered, what they sold you, is stuff that breaks the building code rules, breaks the bylaws. People like to say breaks the law. That sounds a little ominous. But it does break bylaws. It breaks the bylaws of the building department because that deck was not put up properly. It was not put up with a permit. But they sold it to you anyway. And they sold it to you knowing that the shed breaks all the rules. But they didn't point that out. They didn't tell you that the shed breaks the rules. They didn't tell you that the attic room breaks the rules. They just have you sign some contract and later on say, well, you signed the contract. How is that legal? How do you just turn around and sell something to somebody that's not legal, and then once the deal's done, say, too bad? Anyway, enjoy the beautiful day, whether you're at the park or wherever you happen to be, even if you're your own backyard at home. Everybody stay safe. Wear a mask, socially distance.